it's Paige, and today's video is going to be my review of the brand new NATASHA DENONA CIRCO LOCO palette. This just released on their website yesterday. It's also available on the Sephora website along with Beautylish. I will have this linked in the description box in case you are interested in checking it out. This palette is a pricey one. I believe she retails for $139. I did end up pre-ordering this from the NATASHA DENONA website, and it shipped yesterday and got here today, which was much quicker than anticipated, but I'm not mad about it. I'm going to be doing a fun eye look with this today. But first, I wanted to mention, in case you didn't notice already, I actually did get my hair done today, and I am absolutely in love. If you guys are local to the Jacksonville area or like St. Augustine, anywhere in Northeast Florida, I highly recommend Jill from Studio Sage. I will have her Instagram linked in the description box. Jill did such an amazing job on my hair, so if you guys are local and you're looking for someone to do your hair, I highly recommend Jill. Like I said, I will have her Instagram linked in the description box. You can see her work there. You can also contact her that way. So yeah, just want to give her a quick shout out. But now we will move on to the review. So if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. Are you guys ready to see this palette? Oh, I have not opened this yet. I gotta say, when I first saw pictures of it, I think this was actually leaked, like unintentionally leaked. I don't know, maybe it was intentional, but I wasn't like in love with the way that it looked. But then as more photos came out, I was like, you know what, that's actually really cute. So here is what the packaging looks like. I'm trying to show you without a glare. It's sort of like pastel vibes, aside from this like purple chrome shade, but it looks really cute. This is one of their larger palettes, so it is the pricier price point. So here we have the palette. It's so interesting. Like, interesting is the best way I can describe this. It's a mixture of like jewel tones but also pastels, which is not a normal combo, I feel like, but I think it's really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these shades for you so that we can just kind of see the pigmentation just like based on a swatch, which we all know swatches don't tell you the whole story, but they can give you kind of an idea as to what's in store. So I will be right back. Okay, so I've only swatched the first row, as you can see, and I am already blown away. Like, these are insanely pigmented and so vibrant. Like, let me just show you. I'm going to swatch the shade Electric, and look at how intense that pigment is. Like, are you kidding me? That is insane. I am beyond impressed off the bat. Oh, what are they doing? Like, what could have possibly made that sound? I don't understand. Alright, you guys, here are the swatches. I will read you the names, but I just went like across the rows. So from top to bottom, we have Firework, Razzle Dazzle, Acrobat, Snow Cone, Cotton Candy, Electric, Grin, Cannon, Flip, Fun, I don't even know what that says, Fun Dash Tomime, I don't know what that means. Spiral, Magic, Aerialist, Act, and Joker. So all of the names are very like circusy, which makes sense considering the name of the palette. I think it's very on theme, and I really love this color story. I don't know what it is, like, this is so random, but it works. And honestly, the pigmentation of these shadows is just like unmatched. Like, holy crap, they're just so intense. So yeah, there are your swatches. 10 out of 10, actually like 12 out of 10 on the swatches. Like, that's incredible. So I'm gonna do a look on the eyes. I don't know what it's gonna look like. We're just gonna wing it and see how it goes. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. This is gonna be tough. Should I do 2 different eye looks? Should I do like 1 on each eye, or should I just like stick to 1? I don't know. I'm gonna post it on Instagram, and then I'll wait like a couple minutes, and whatever poll or like whatever wins in the poll, I'll do that. I am back with an update. So I posted on my Instagram story. If you voted in the Instagram story, let me know in the comments down below and let me know what you voted. I am very curious. But we have an overwhelming winning answer, and that would be 2 looks, 1 on each eye. We're at about 92% 2 looks and only 8% said 1 look. So we're doing 2 looks today. Oh my goodness. I also just posted a little story about my hair. Jill made a TikTok and the before and after is pretty interesting. So yeah, that's what that noise was. Anyway, since we're doing 2 looks, I might as well play with some color because why not? Hello guys, so as you can see, it is a completely different day. So I actually decided to refilm this portion of the video because I got very frustrated yesterday. I did not like the way that my eye looks turned out. I will insert a clip of what they looked like, just like I'm exposing myself here, but I just want to be like open about this. So as you can see, neither of the eye looks were turning out very well. I don't know, I just feel like I wasn't making good choices. It had nothing to do with the quality of the shadows. I just kind of, I don't know, it was late and I just felt like I needed a fresh start. So here we are. I'm going to be doing 2 completely new looks and hopefully they turn out better this time. So yeah, I'm gonna do like 1 on each eye like the poll decided. I'm gonna start by priming my eyes with my MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly, and I'm going in with my Morphe M173. This is my favorite eye primer. I love it so much. It just cancels out any discoloration on your eyelid and it gives you a nice grippy base. I don't set this with powder or anything. I find that some of the more like liquidy eye primers are a bit greasy for some reason, like the Too Faced one and the Urban Decay one can kind of be a little bit greasy sometimes, but this one is just like, it's perfect for me. So yeah, oh, I was about to prime my other eye, but we gotta wait for that. So I'm gonna do, I think, more of like a cool toned eye and then more of a warm toned eye, just so we can kind of play with as many shades in this palette as we can. For this first eye, I need to find some clean brushes. We're probably going to be using a lot of the Starry Nights collection from Bling Brushes, which by the way, you can use code PAIGE for 10% off. But these are like the only clean eye brushes that I have at the moment. So I'm gonna take an E12, which is a fluffy blending brush, and we're gonna go into the shade Cotton Candy, which is this light matte pink color, and I'm going to put this all throughout the crease. This is such a pretty color. I really enjoyed using this color yesterday when I originally filmed this video. The pigmentation really builds up. It's a beautiful baby like ballerina pink. Like, I just love this color. Just in general, I love this color, and it's a really beautiful pastel that has a lot of pigmentation, which I feel like you don't really find too often. I might zoom you guys in just a wee bit more so that we can really see what's going on in the eye area. We're gonna kind of do the look that we did yesterday. Well, it's not the same look, but we're going based off of the cooler toned eye look that I did yesterday because I was really liking the colors together. I took notes this time. I did swatches on the back of my hand and I was like, these colors kind of look good together. So these are my notes that I'm going off of. So next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Fun to Mime. I don't know what that means. But it's a really pretty blue color, so I'm gonna take that E13, and I'm also going to run this through the crease. This has like, I thought this was matte, but I'm now thinking that maybe it's not really matte. This is like giving me cotton candy vibes, so I'm running this through the crease, but I'm keeping it lower than the pink shade, but I am kind of blending it up into that pink shade. So the pink is gonna, you know, it's not gonna be a star of the show in this case. We're kind of getting a really pretty like purple in between, which I think is so cute. Then I'm gonna take an E1 from the Rose Gold set. Oh my god, I just kicked the crap out of my ring light. And I'm gonna go into Magic, which this shade is a little bit tough to blend. I already used this shade yesterday, and you really have to sit there and blend, but it does blend out, which, you know, you just gotta like sit there and just take the time to blend it out. So I'm just going to pack this in my outer corner out here, and I just like to kind of place these darker matte shades, and then I kind of go in with like a clean brush, or just like really make sure there's not much product left on my brush, and then I start to blend. So once I kind of have that like where I want it, then I'm gonna go in with a clean brush. This is an E1 from the silver set, and I'm just gonna kind of like smudge out the edges, and then I'm gonna end up adding product little by little until we have, you know, the pigmentation, the area covered that we want, and the shape of eyeshadow. I am gonna slightly bring this a little bit farther onto the lid, and then if there's like anything left on my brush, I'm just kind of like bringing that into the crease just like a tiny bit. So now we're looking, I mean, it's like, I would say decently blended, but I am gonna go in and touch up at the very end. But for now, I'm gonna go in with a shimmer shade, and I'm gonna use Snow Cone. So these are like two of my favorite shades in the palette. We have Snow Cone and we have Aerialist, which Aerialist is more of a lavender, like icy lavender, and Snow Cone is like an icy teal, like light blue kind of shade. So I'm gonna go in with Snow Cone. I'm just gonna use my finger and I'm going to tap this on the inner half of my lid. These shimmer shades, these make the Natasha Denona palettes like worth talking about, in my opinion. I freaking love the shimmers. They are my favorite formula, like the super metallic, like flaky, creamy, like that is what I love. It's just so beautiful. It leaves me speechless. And then I'm just gonna kind of like tap out this edge right here just to kind of make sure we have a nice smooth transition from the shimmer to the matte. I love it so much. And then I'm gonna go back into Magic, and I'm just going to run this along my lower lash line, but I'm staying like towards the outer half here. And then I'm gonna go into Snow Cone, and I'm going to place this on the inner lower portion of my lash line. The inner lower lash line, just kind of like mimicking what we did up top basically. I'm loving this. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Aerialist, which is that other like shimmer, the more lilac-y one, and I'm just going to lightly place this on the inner corner, just like that, just to add a little something. I think this is really pretty here because it kind of brings in the purple from the outer corner. Like it just kind of completes the look because it has a slight purple undertone. There is a little bit of fallout with these shades. There always kind of is, but it's nothing too crazy, and I find that it pretty much wipes away. But I'm just not somebody that is gonna do my eyeshadow before my foundation. I just can't. Like I can't. I have to do foundation and everything first and then finish off the eye. If you're like me, you can add a little bit of extra powder and that will help brush away the fallout. But honestly, usually I just send it and I end up being okay. So here is what the look is looking like so far. Should I do like mascara and lashes now, or should I reveal at the end? I don't know. Should we do it now? Let's go ahead and do it now. I'm gonna be using the Revlon So Fierce Big Bad Lash Mascara and the Tati lashes in the style B Word is Back. Alright, you guys, so here is the finished look. I love this so much better than yesterday's look. I think this is so beautiful and pretty and something that I would actually wear. So yeah, once again, here is the look. I think it's beautiful. Oh, I love it. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the warmer eye. So once again, I'm going to prime my eyes so we are ready to go. Once again, we are gonna start off with that same light pink shade, which is called Cotton Candy. And I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm gonna run this through the entire crease, buffing it out, smoking it out, just so that it's really, really like blended into this whole eye area, so that we have a nice base to blend our second shade into. Next, I'm going to take an E13 and I'm gonna go into the shade Joker, which is this brighter pink color here. And again, I'm gonna put this through the crease, and I'm also going to kind of focus it towards the outer corner. I'm not sure how deep I can get this shade to get. If it doesn't get deep enough, I might go back into Magic, which is the dark purple in this outer corner. It really just depends. But I definitely want a deeper outer corner because I'm going to be using a shimmer that's a little bit deeper. So, you know, I obviously want the outer corner to be the deepest part of the look. This is another matte that isn't like super easy to blend. I feel like this is a little bit easier to blend than Magic, but it's still like taking a lot of time to like sit there and like just, you know, you just go back and forth. Like you just gotta do that for a while, and then you can kind of move on to the next spot so that you can really start buffing out these harsh edges. I'm also really packing up this shade in the outer corner. As you can see, it's definitely building up depth and pigment. And then I'm gonna kind of like wipe off the excess product on my brush, and then I'm going to lightly buff out these edges to kind of smoke it out a little bit. But I'm actually thinking that I won't need to go into Magic. I think this will suffice. I love pink, so I'm loving the way that this is looking so far. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Razzle Dazzle, which is this gorgeous like cranberry shimmer shade. It is so pretty, and I'm going to tap this on the center of my lid. It's a little bit more like purple than that matte shade that we used, but I think it's gonna look really pretty together. So I'm just focusing this on the center. I'm getting lots and lots of fallout here, so something to keep in mind. But it's blending out beautifully. I'm loving the way that that's looking. And then I'm gonna go into Aerialist, which is the kind of like icy lavender shade. And again, with my finger, I'm going to put this on like the very inner part of my lid. So we kind of have like a 3 color way going here. I'm gonna clean up the fallout under my eye at the end, just because I know there's gonna be more and more. Then I'm gonna take a clean brush and just kind of like swipe between, like I'm kind of tapping in between shades and doing little swiping motions to blend those colors together so that we don't have such harsh lines. Same with the matte to shimmer shade back here, just to kind of make everything a little bit more blended and cohesive. Now my under eye is covered in eyeshadow, so I'm just gonna take a brush and flick it off, and it looks like that did the trick. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Firework, which is this matte orange, and I'm gonna run this along my lower lash line. I wasn't originally planning on doing this, but I feel like it would look really nice, and then we can also play with some more colors. So I'm just taking this all over the lower lash line. I am gonna bring a little bit of Joker onto my lower lash line in the outer corner, just to kind of blend things together a little better. But this is looking really pretty. Pink and orange are such pretty colors together. I don't know what it is. I've been loving that like since I was a little kid. So I'm gonna go into Joker and really focus this on the outer, probably like third to outer half of my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna go into Canon, I think. Canon? I have this shimmery orange called Canon, and then I have this shimmery orange called Spiral. Maybe Canon. Canon's like more shimmery, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and put that on top of the shade Firework, just to add some shimmer down there, and this is looking so cute. Again, I'm adding a little bit of Aerialist to the center, or the inner corner of my eye. This is the shade that we have on the lid. I'm just gonna kind of bring it down into the inner corner just to kind of highlight that a little bit. And now we're gonna go in with mascara and lashes on this side, and I will be back for the final reveal. All right, you guys, here is the finished eye look with mascara and lashes. I think it turned out really pretty. Honestly, I feel like typically I would choose like my favorite being the pink side, but I actually think I like the blue, like purpley side better. I like both of them. Like, both of them turned out good. I'm so much happier today than I was yesterday with my looks, because yesterday they were rough. But I really, that shade Snow Cone, this like light blue, like shimmery shade, is just so stand out that it's striking, it's beautiful, and I really like it. This is my first time wearing these lashes. I don't know, they're a little bit uncomfortable, but they're really pretty and they are new, so I find that with false lashes, the more that you use them, the more comfortable and like easy to apply they are. So these are a fresh pair, so there's no glue on them or anything yet. Well, now there is, but there wasn't. But yeah, I'm not hating these. I actually really like the way that they look. I like how they go from shorter to longer as you get towards the outer corner. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Do you prefer the blue side or the pink side? Let me know your favorites in the comments below. Overall, I think this was a beautiful palette. It definitely gave me a little bit of trouble, and I think part of that is the layout, which I'm not trying to blame the palette for like my ugly eyeshadow. I just feel like the layout of this could definitely have been a lot more user-friendly, and obviously people do things for a reason, so this was placed like this for a reason. But in my personal preference, I like when things are more like, you know, color organized and not just like crazy all over the place. So I feel like it could have been a little bit easier to use if the shadows were rearranged a little bit, like maybe like a half blue or half cool, half warm side kind of thing. But yeah, it's an interesting palette, and overall the quality is amazing. And like I said, the reason that I didn't like my first two looks was because of my choices and the looks that I was trying to come up with off the top of my head. Didn't have them planned out, and sometimes they don't work out, and I wanted to make sure that was transparent with you guys. So yeah, that was today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out this palette. It will be linked in the description box if you are interested in looking at it or purchasing it. I think it's really nice, and honestly, like, I don't think everybody needs this palette. Like, obviously it's very colorful. If you don't like color, you're not gonna like this palette. But if you are a fan of Natasha Denona, or you are a fan of colorful shadows, I think you're gonna love this palette. Yeah, I didn't have any duds as far as shadows that I used, and I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I used 9 of the 15 shades in the palette, so overall I had a great experience. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Will you be picking this up or not? I'm glad that I have it. I don't regret purchasing this, so yeah. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!